I hope I find you guys well in the different parts of the world you are. I hope you had a great week. I hope you were able to achieve all that you set out to achieve. And recently I was just thinking, we've reached the end of the year. Yes, we are almost at the end of the year. And you know what comes with the end of the year? End of year parties, office parties, side parties, whatever you might want to call them. But party time at the office. And it just got me thinking, I've had very interesting episodes of office parties. And I thought I could just share, some of the experiences that I have gone through and share with you maybe the do's and the don'ts, so that, when you go to that party, you do not enter there a hero and come back a zero, but you leave that party a hero. Okay, let's get started. I'll start from when you get the invite, be it at site, be it at the office, that is going to be a party on this particular day and this particular time. Now, what do you do? If you're not going to show up, say so. RSVP. Don't just not turn up, So you need to say whether you're going to come or whether you're not coming. You see, that is the professional way to do it. Then, after you've done that, you need to plan the party, how you're going to get to the party and how you're going to leave the party. If you're driving, then fair and fine. You're driving yourself there and you're driving yourself back. If you don't have transport, you want to plan on how you're going to get to the party and how you're going to leave the party. If you're going to use public transport, then you might need to leave the party a bit earlier, so that you get a taxi or other public transport to take you home. There's nothing as annoying as a colleague at 10 p.m. He's scratching your shoulder. Can you take me home? Can you drop me off? And you're like, what? And at least if they were living in your neighborhood, it's something else. But they live 180 degrees in another direction. And you're looking at yourself and like, you know what? I planned that I leave this party maybe at 10. And then going home is maybe 30 minutes. So by 10:30, I'm home. And this guy comes up. He needs you to take them home, which means maybe 11:30 is the time you're going to get home. It's an inconvenience, guys. So please make sure you plan in time how you're going to get to the party and how you're going to leave the party. Another thing, time. The time is there on that invite. So make sure you arrive on time. This is a professional party. This is an office party. So make sure you get there on time. It's okay maybe to arrive 10-15 minutes after the time. It's fine. Make sure you arrive on time and make sure you leave on time. Okay, guys? Don't party into the night. Make sure you leave or have people ask you to leave. That's not a good thing. So make sure, get there on time and you also leave on time. The invite also has dressing. The dressing code. I know maybe you've bought that nice black dress, which is tight, clinging, and you look good in it, but it might not be the best place to wear that dress, So you need to know what is the dress code. If it's professional, if it's going to be casual, smart casual, make sure you know it. There's nothing like turning up and you're overdressed and people are like looking at you like this, wondering, where are you going, So make sure you wear the appropriate dress for the office party. Some clothes are okay if you're partying with friends or you're somewhere else or you're invited somewhere for a party, but they are not appropriate for an office party. Then you need to understand who is supposed to go to the party. Don't turn up with a partner and kids at the party, and yet the party maybe is just for the office people. Or if they say bring a partner, then make sure you only bring a partner, not partners and partners with kids. So please make sure you know who is supposed to attend the party and make sure you bring in attendance only the people stated to be at that party. Right, I think that does it for preparation for the party. Now, getting to the party. You get to the party, make sure you greet and thank the people who have put the party together. You know them, the organizers. Oh, thank you so much for putting this party together. I'm happy to be here. That's what you do when you get to the party. And when you get there, put that phone away. Put it away. Don't start looking at who has liked your photo, who has said what. Put that phone away. I've been to many setups, be it dinner or be it a party. You get there and people are, you're like, this is a party. It's time to socialize, to get to know each other. So put that phone away. There's a time for the phone, and that party is definitely not one of those places. So put your phone away, and don't tuck yourself away in a corner either. You've gone there to socialize. This is the time when you get to know your colleagues, in an informal kind of setup. We're at work, you just know me as Joy, the engineer, but you don't really know me. Maybe do I have children? What do I like? Do I like sports? Or what is my favorite TV program? So that is the time for you to get to know each other. And when you get to know your colleagues on that level, you bond more as a team. You can communicate more as a team. And when the team is bonded, great things come out of that team. So it's a time to know your colleagues in an informal setup and get to know about them. The things to talk about, children, maybe interests, sports, what do they like, what type of food, or maybe where do they grow up, things like that. But stay away from politics and religion. Some subjects are just not for those kind of setups because there's so much controversy, in those subjects. So stay away from those. Try and stick to the neutral subjects as much as possible. Okay, so that is not socializing with your colleagues. And another thing, don't flirt with anybody. This is not the time for flirting or for looking for a partner, or this is not the time. You really look awkward and out of water, doing that. So don't go there thinking it's a time for you to flirt with that guy or that girl that you really liked, or, don't. Stay away from office gossip. The party is not the place where you want to confirm certain gossip or share juicy gossip yourself. Stay away from office gossip at this party. And also, you should not talk badly about your job, complain, whine, because you never know who's listening. Your boss could be behind you and you're just like, I hate this job, I'm overworked or whatever. And it could really turn around and bite you in the end. So don't talk about your job. And what is also advised is that, when you are mixing and mingling in that party, you make sure that your drink will be in your left hand, so that you reserve your right hand, for greeting people as you move around. So your drink is in your left hand and your right hand is free. You can meet that executive. In companies, you never get to really meet those executives, but it's only maybe that party that they've come, and it's an opportunity also for you to meet them. So if you can approach them, and actually with a firm handshake, greet them. Hello, Mrs. Moyo. Hello, Mr. Jack, or whatever. I'm Joy. I am in the engineering department. I'm part of the team that is working on the project, on the bridge project, maybe in Muzarabani or wherever. You introduce yourself and you take the cue from them. If they ask you questions about the project or about yourself, then you answer. But don't stand there and now go rambling on. With this project, there's this and that, about me, and then don't bore them. But it's a perfect opportunity for them to know you. But just take the cue. After they've asked you the questions they want to ask, you've talked to them a short while, then you make sure you make your leave. And also, don't talk about anyone behind their back. Don't. The office party is not a good place. The person could be here, or someone who is close to them might be hearing you, and it will not turn out well. Then the party is going on, time for food. If it's self-service, great. Make sure you just put on your plate just a small quantity. Don't eat with your eyes, okay? Don't eat with your eyes. Just put a little quantity on your plate and eat that. If still you need some more, you can always go back. and put on some more. Don't move around the party with a plate heaped with food. It just doesn't give a good picture about you. So small quantities. If you need to go back, go and get a refill, but don't move with a heap of food, guys, please, on your plate. And then so that's at the party. And another thing, if you know you can't handle your alcohol, please don't drink. Stick to the safe drinks, or if you have to drink, just drink in moderation. Alcohol has never, an overdose of alcohol at a party doesn't end well. You start doing things which you never thought you would do. You start dancing or talking too much. You start telling people some things which they never expected you could do. Some things which you yourself has locked up in a closet somewhere, and now it all comes out at the party. And that now brings you from hero to zero. So make sure your alcohol intake is in moderation, guys, because alcohol can really mess you up, and you end up embarrassing yourself. That at the end after that party, you become the office gossip. That's something which you don't want. So make sure, keep your guard up, at the party. Obviously, people want to hear the juicy bits, but don't. There's some things about yourself which you just don't divulge in a party or just with your colleagues. Remember, they're still your office colleagues and they're still your bosses. So keep your guard up, know what you're saying, know what to say and what not to say. So yeah, let's see. You're at the party. That is how you're mingling, you're chatting, you're eating, you're saying this and that. Yeah, then make sure time to leave. Yeah, when it's time to leave, make sure you thank the host for arranging such a party, and then you leave in time, after thanking them. And if the party was also held, maybe some parties that can be held maybe on a Friday, and Saturday is a working day, or it happened to be on a Thursday, and Friday you do work. Show up for work. There is nothing like someone you had a party the previous day and they're calling in sick or whatever. That's embarrassing, So make sure after the party, you show up for work the following day. Now, I have summarized the do's and don'ts that we discussed in this video. So check them out. I hope this video will be helpful for you and prepare you for the end of year party, for that side party. Just get there with style and make sure you leave with style. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of the year to the end. Make sure whatever it is that you wanted to achieve has been done. If you've not achieved it, have a review. What is it that made you not achieve, and work on that. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching and see you next time.